Hey everybody, welcome to another Quicksave Review with me, RC. If you haven't seen a Quicksave Review before, it's basically a Let's Play mixed with a review for a game that I'm currently playing. And I'm currently playing Rad Rodgers Radical Edition on Steam. This is a 3D Realms platformer made by Slipgate Games, where you play as a kid with a video game console that has a real potty mouth, you know? But you get sucked into this video game world and you're trying to fight your way out of it. It's actually pretty cool. You guys remember games inspired by, this game is inspired by games you may remember like Commander Keen and Jackrabbit, that kind of thing. Rad Rodgers, if you think it's a real silly, dumb name, that's why. It's going for that kind of, you know, alliteration type of thing. And I gotta say, this is the very first level of the game. I figured I'd revisit it. I think it's a good example of how this game plays. Because as this game goes on, it does actually get pretty challenging. Like, I've only played the first two main levels of it, and the second level was considerably more challenging than this one. But I figured I'd show this one off because it shows off a good...
Holy shit! You're alive! Mom has gone mad! Maybe this'll help you on your way.
But I think this game shows off a good example of what this game is. You get a lot of characters who swear, and there's a lot of self-awareness, breaking down the fourth wall, that kind of stuff. And the console, Dusty, I think his name is he is very foul-mouthed and very much like into telling it like it is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you play as this kid who basically didn't want to go to bed one night. Decided he wasn't going to brush his teeth either, which he really should brush his teeth. Brushing your teeth is just a good thing to get into the habit of. But of course, Rad Rodgers here, not going to be told what to do by his mom. And so he ends up getting sucked into the video game world that he was trying to stick around in. So one of the things that this game features, in addition to being a shoot-'em-up, platformy type game, which is a lot of fun, it also adds in these little areas that you get sucked into, and you got to play as Dusty here to get through
the Pixelverse, kid.
the Pixelverse, as they call it. And you got to basically punch and destroy whatever thing is blocking your way to progress, which is pretty cool. I think it's actually a pretty fun, inventive thing in the game. The game, while the whole point of every level, by the way, is to collect those four pieces of the circle.
Pan through the world to show where this'll go.
So cool.
Once you get all four pieces, you can complete the level. But yeah, even though this game may not look it, you know, because it's got updated visuals and everything like that, it definitely feels like a game from, you know, the SNES, Sega Genesis, and old school PC era. It definitely feels like that. So I think the team behind this did a very, very good job of accomplishing that. Because I'm pretty sure that's what they were going for.
You're a psychopath in the making, kid.
Every level has you collecting these green gems. You can see up in the top left corner, you can see how many gems you have left to collect and how many you have collected. So we've only got 29 out of 160. The second level had 260 something, I think almost like 300 gems. The gems are not required, though. You do not have to go after the gems if you don't want to. You could just, you know, play right through the level. You do get upgrades to your gun, like the one I have right now. Is this, you know, automatic thing here. Your normal gun is just like a do, you know, one round at a time type of thing. But you get upgrades, and then the little meter on your gun will actually tell you if you're about to run out or not. So they're going to make references to a lot of different video game things in this as well. You can see it says Cliff Bleszinski's crib.
You look like you could use this. So, you doing anything later?
Oh man, is he just coming on to me? So he just gave me a heart, of which we have not lost any health just yet. But I will say, like I said, in just the second level, I was down to no hearts at one point. Like, not doing too great, to be honest. Everything's getting pixelated as I go in there. I feel like there's like one of those. Oh yeah, see, there's a pixel portal right over here that we'll be diving into.
Developers, they forgot to put a platform here. Come on, let's try to fix it.
So you see, he mentions lazy developer, so he's constantly breaking the fourth wall and making references to real life stuff. You're also going to find crystals to collect in these places too, so you got to be careful to make sure that you are searching all over the place to find these things if you're going for the 100%. Now sometimes he's not breaking stuff, sometimes he's punching things into place, like this platform. Needed to get this platform here so I can actually cross. That is what happens when you fall in the waterfall. Nothing good. Now, when you hit the floppy disk there, you'll hit it. I like it because it actually plays like a little floppy disk saving sound in the background, like you would normally hear back in the day. Definitely took me back the first time I heard it. I was like, oh man, that's right. But yeah, I think this is a very pretty game. I think it's very fun to play. Reminds me a lot of, but I would say this is a lot more fun though. Reminds me of that Gianna Sisters remake that came out several years ago. But I think this is just of what I played already, is a much better game. Gianna Sisters is a very, very tough platformer with a very strange legacy. But this is its own thing and plays really well, feels really good. Just don't jump in the water. Water no good. We're gonna refill our rapid fire here. Hit another save and hit the plunger. You want to make sure that in every level you are searching for secrets because they are all over the place. See, we just walked through that tree to find some more secrets here. And another one up. So make sure you're searching for those because they are, as I said, just about everywhere.
Halfway there, buddy.
So we're back down to our normal gun. As you can see, it's much different from the fully automatic upgrade. The fully automatic upgrade is, man, super, super powerful and super helpful. But there are other gun upgrades as well.
Sometimes I wish we had a pogo stick for these jump puzzles.
So it's funny he says that because there is actually a pogo stick minigame that you can play later on, which we will show after this level. So what they did was they created levels, and you can actually backtrack here if you so choose. But they created levels where you finish the main levels of the game, and then in between each level, there is like a mini game. So he mentions the pogo stick thing because there actually is. Oh, I didn't even notice this guy's going to the foreground. But there is actually a pogo stick minigame that we'll be playing in just a few minutes here. So this game, in addition to being a love letter for Commander Keen and Jazz Jackrabbit and games of that ilk, you can tell it's also a game that really wants to pay attention and, or rather pay homage to all kinds of different games. And you'll see that in just a second here. Alright, we're getting close to the end here. Level 1. This is pretty fun though. You get this like crazy bat and you're pretty much invincible and you can just run back and forth and destroy these dudes, which is a lot of fun. Boom. And we'll grab our last piece.
4 exit chunks. Time to get out of here.
Exit chunks. So there you go. We got the circle complete. There we go.
Oh, it looks like we did it.
So the doors open, counts up all of your stuff. So you can see there's totals for everything. There's totals for green gems, totals for enemies. We killed all the enemies. There's totals for secrets. There's a little lion token that you could collect. I saw it in the second level that I played, but I was not sure how to get over to it. I don't even know where it is in this level. I'm gonna have to come back to it and play it again to see. Alright, so let's check out the minigame, shall we? So the first minigame that shows up after the first level, believe it or not, is a video pinball game. So they show you the pinball table here, which I thought was really cool. I'm a big fan of the Zen Studio pinball machines that have been coming out as of late. And you're still collecting gems here. Can never get those gems that are resting right there, though. So I have definitely played worse video pinball games, but that's not to say that this one is that good. This one is a pretty pretty poor pinball game, to be honest. It's not awful, but it ain't great. Just the ball physics, and I think that's kind of the point here, is that, you know, video pinball has always been kind of bad, especially like of the NES era and that kind of thing. And this is okay. It's like I said, it's not awful, but it's no Zen pinball. I did play a game of this yesterday where the ball went down the middle all 3 times on me. So I learned, okay, let's shoot the ball just a little bit differently each time here. That way we're not losing it each time. But there's no tilt. That is probably like the biggest crime in this, is that like there's no way to shake the table if the ball's about to go in the hole. Which I think is the huge crime, really. Literally the moves that you see on screen to launch the ball and then the left and right flipper, it's all you can do. You have no control over trying to bump the table or anything like that. And down the middle. Huge wide gap in the middle. Nothing I could do. Get those greens. Man, can never get those. Right down the middle. So, there you go. Not a fan of the pinball one, gotta say. Doesn't do much for me at all. But it does count as a level. So, if you look in the top right, you can see so far I've collected 24% of what's in the game. If you are going for 100%, you want to collect all the green gems, you're going to have to collect them in those levels too. So, there you have it. That's the other thing I want to point out about this game too, is that while I like it, those of you who may be looking for a platform that has a little bit more length to it, you may be unhappy to hear that this game clocks in, from what I've seen people talk about online, between a 3 and 4 hour mark. And I believe that, considering we're already at almost 25%, we're almost a quarter through all the collectibles in the game. Which is crazy. Which is crazy. Because it's a really well-made game. I'm surprised there isn't more of it to play. I don't know if there's supposed to be more coming or not, but I really hope so, because the game is just a fun game to play. Okay, so, you know, this is the pogo stick mini game. This is where I was talking about homages to other games. We got pinball, then we got this pogo stick one, which is kind of like a doodle jump type of thing. I forget what the original one on, because there was an original one on Atari as well that was just like doodle jump, kind of based their gameplay on it. I do not remember the name of it offhand, but anyway, this is similar to that. So you're just trying to climb up as high as you can get without that stuff taking you out. And you can see that all of these areas, I've already collected green gems, but then I died right there. So I died at almost the same spot I died previously. Let's give this one more shot here. Red and ready.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, up we go. So I love the variety in this game. I love the fact that it's a platform, but I love also that... I went the wrong way. I also love that they added in all this other stuff in here too, so it's not just like a one-note game, you know? Give this one more shot. Can't believe I went the wrong way. You basically get one shot here to pick like which way you're gonna go. So if you don't pick the right way, you're done. Which I wouldn't expect any less from a game like this that seems to be pretty challenging in going for that exact kind of feel. Games of this ilk back in the day were not easy, so I wouldn't expect this to go easy on me either. But it's not like this has been like super duper hard yet. But I do have a feeling that that is coming. Oh, I got lucky on that. I don't know what's going on with those plungers, but I can't seem to make those jumps. I'm gonna have to give that a try another time. But either way, let's go ahead and jump into a level I have not started yet. Level 3 here. This is Cave of Shattered Trees. Now, you guys will be happy to see, as long as it offers me the option here. You gonna give me the option? Oh,
Let's rock!
that's interesting. It didn't. So normally before a level, it asks you which character you want to play as. But we'll just go to the character select screen because I think you guys are going to really enjoy this. You can play as an inhabitant of the world, or you can play as Duke Nukem, which we'll select here for this level. We have Bombshell, we have Shadow Warrior, we have Evil Rad, we have Cosmo. I don't know who Cosmo is, but you have a few different characters you can actually play as. So there we go. We're going to switch over to Duke. He's got a real cutesy look to him. Now, don't forget also that back in the day, Duke 3D, or not Duke 3D, but Duke Nukem, started as a 2D platforming series as well. It wasn't until Duke 3D, oh man, that we finally crossed over to the FPS world. That guy's not seeing me at the moment. Oh, jeez. Had to kill one of these guys last level. They take a lot of hits. There we go. Okay. Feels pretty natural playing as Duke Nukem in this, though. Like, even though he's got sort of this, like, short, chibi, like, Funko Pop type of look to him, this feels like a game, like, he definitely fits in. And I cannot make this friggin' jump. So this one thing that I feel like this game is definitely missing is a double jump. You see his kick? It's pretty fun. This game, I feel like, could have really benefited from having some kind of a double jump. Alright, so these things have like a swing mechanic, I see. So we gotta swing back and forth. Oh, I just barely made that. So the question is, do I want a chance getting these gems? Of course we do. Because then we can get a heart, refill our health. Always important. Oop, fell in the water. Didn't want to do that. Yeah, I really like the look of this game. It's very pretty. You can see a lot of the effects coming to life there on screen, like that blue water, just like absolutely gorgeous. Wow, look at that. I don't know what upgrade I got there, but it's pretty sweet. I'm gonna switch back over to our... Wow, we took that guy out quick. Switch back over to our full auto weapon here. Oh wow, this is weird. I've heard about, you know, I've definitely gone down logs in video games before, but never had them like kind of go back and forth like that. That's pretty unique. Let's grab these gems here. Okay, so we've got kind of a tricky jump to make, it looks like, once we get past this part here. Oh, no, we're okay. Thought that was going to be trickier than it actually was.
That's gonna leave a mark.
And there's our first circle. Or first quarter of a circle, I should say. First piece of the circle. You guys cool with that?
Oh, yeah.
There's a secret area. That one was pretty easy to find compared to some of the other ones I've seen. There is a portal around here we gotta do. Here we go. So yeah, I really hope that they get around to doing a sequel for this, or at least maybe have some more worlds or content for this game, because it is really fun to play, and I think it's really, really well done as well. I feel like this is a game for people who are looking for more platformers to play. Because, you know, nowadays, like, there's a lot of platformers that come out, but, you know, are they all top-notch quality? I would say probably not. This one definitely has a lot of, you can tell a lot of TLC has gone into it. You can tell a lot of time has been spent bringing this all together, you know. And the fact that 3D Realms is behind it as well, you know, putting characters in like Bombshell and Duke Nukem and stuff like that, it's pretty cool. I like the idea that you can finally play as Duke Nukem again in another 2D game. We're gonna wait for this. There we go.
To be or not to be? Not to be.
Not to be. Whoa! Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Alright, so we gotta be quick here. I also like that playing as Duke, you still sort of have Dusty like hanging on to you and helping you out and everything. I think that's a cool touch. obviously, I don't think there'd be a way for you to get through most of these levels here if you didn't have them, but see, there's that wolf token that's up there, and I don't know what that thing does, but I have not been able to collect one yet because I haven't been able to figure out how to get up to it. Obviously, we got to get up there. Okay, so there's like a way to jump from there. Alright, let's see if we can figure this out. Okay, here we go. I think we're gonna... Of course, they all drop. I wouldn't have expected any less. Now keep in mind that you're already doing this kind of platforming in just the third level of the game. There we go. We got the... What's it called? A Lion Zord? Not sure what it means. I think there's a... There we go. Floor right here. Perfect. Oh, yeah. And by the way, you want to make sure you're looking out for houses to go into as well. So you can talk to these guys. They'll give you power-ups and stuff.
I've been trapped in here for 25 years.
I've got it switched on so that the guys swear. You can actually turn that off if you want to play, you know, a kid-friendly version of it. By kid-friendly, it just basically bleeps everything. So if you don't want your kid hearing naughty words, then you can turn that on. This level looks like it's designed a little bit more like a hub type area where you're going to be going back and forth and coming back to... Oh, you jerk. You're going to be collecting the quarter circles and then coming back to put them all together at the beginning, it looks like. God. Just trying to time it. Did we get him? Yeah, we got him. There's this red thing. Oh, connect the conduits. Connect conduits and reach the exit node. Oh, interesting. Okay. This should be kind of fun. Kind of adding like a puzzly thing to it. So I guess that ain't quite it. I gotta hit all the big ones first? Maybe that's it. So we gotta go through there, through there, there. Do we gotta connect all of them? Or just the big ones? Well, let's give it another shot. Ah, I see, okay. Yeah, it shows the two on each side and then the middle one, so yeah, that means that there's... Okay, that makes more sense now that I've done it, okay. Oh my. Oh, one of the things I haven't mentioned also is that you can aim your gun. The one thing I wish this game had, though, is I wish it had, like, top, you know, left trigger or left bumper or whatever to hold your character in place while I was aiming to shoot. That's one of the only things I wish it had. Something of that nature would be great. Because it is really hard to, like, aim your shot while also moving at the same time. Oh, cannot quite make that jump, so I'm going to have to go around this way. I'm not doing too good on health, am I? But I gotta go this way to get this next piece. Don't really have much of a choice here.
It's time to kick ass, and the hell, it's just time to kick ass.
Thanks, dude. Oh, here we go. I'll take that, thank you. There's the key. Oh. He won't boost himself up there, will he?
Ooh, shiny.
Well, in a second. Yeah, because all 4 pieces are in completely different areas of this level. It's much longer than the other levels have been. The key opened up this door, though, so that we can get this piece. Very nice. We'll continue on.
My favorite smell. Gunpowder with a hint of blood. Guts buster.
Well, there we go. Okay, so that one is done. Save point here, I'll take it. I feel like we haven't hit a save point in a while. That is a new gun I haven't seen yet. Alright, so we gotta be quick here. I don't even know how I was supposed to get past that without getting hit.
Hits. Me hitting you, you hitting everything.
But I will take that heart. Oh, I can't quite get up there for those gems. Thank you. Go away. Alright, we'll go for this piece first. Looks like we just got the one piece to collect, or punch, or whatever. Alright, that was relatively easy. Oh, but there is like a little hut to go in here. Didn't even notice that at first.
I'd give you something better, but some kid in a green skirt came in here and smashed all my pots.
Kid in a green skirt, huh? Go up through this way. Gotta grab our gems first. Oh. Those little Metroid-y things like really want to do you harm, that's for sure. They just pop up out of nowhere. Oh. Now the other thing I didn't mention about these areas too is that you're Dusty up there in the top left, if he runs out of juice, you're going to be kicked out and you're going to have to come back in and do it again, so... This room is definitely getting tougher as we go. Oh. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, it was a much tougher, tougher area than the other areas, I would say. Alright, where did we go? We didn't go down this way. Refill that health, thank you. Another save. Gotta watch out for this thing.
Energized.
Another rock to remove. Whoop. Oh, that's no good. Is that just a... Okay, I was gonna say, is that just gonna block my the whole way? Now, the good thing about those little Metroid-y guys, though, is I believe if you kill them, they do give you something like your pixel energy back, so... Not all bad. Not all bad. Oh, you can't push Y to go in there. Alright, so I think the only way we haven't gone yet is down here, right? jeez. That guy came right after me. Alright, don't touch the thorns there. It's never a good thing. Ah, crap. There we go. Oh, there's no way to deal with that guy without getting hit, really. Ooh, shiny. Oh, we got moving logs again. Pick himself up here? Yes, he will. Okay. See, right here would be a good spot for me to be able to like aim and hit those guys, but I can't quite do it. And Duke will not pick himself up from there. So we got a weird swinging mechanic thing going on here. Man, it is just tough to aim from there. So I will point out that on PC you can actually also play with the mouse. So if you're having a hard time aiming with the controller, you can use the mouse instead. I'm trying to understand what was the point of me going up here. I don't see anything to collect or anything to do. Absolutely nothing! Okay, we gotta drop down, then jump over. Okay. Let's hit the save. We'll go collect our gems and stuff. Oh, we got another free... Nope, didn't open for me. I was gonna say another free guy, but... not gonna open. Hey, there's the last piece. Okay. And there we go. That's the level. Finally. And there we go. Yeah, that was a much longer level than the previous levels. I feel like we should definitely get past this and see what the next homage level is before we quit here. Let's find out. What did we get? Dusty Says. Oh, this can't be like a Simon Says thing, can it? Kill the enemies in the correct order. Enemies will highlight in a certain order. You have to remember the correct order. How far will your memory last? Oh, geez. This is not going to be good. T gonna pick one? Did I miss it? Did he pick an enemy? What happened?
Another level in the bag.
What did I miss right there? Retry. Okay, that guy. Wow, that happened so quick. Okay, Simon Says thing. That's not bad. Just watch out for the beginning there, because it starts super quick. I can go back and forth all day here. There we go. Oh, yeah, I'm stupid. I was like, hey, I shoot him twice, but my brain is like, not working.
We did it!
But that's okay. I think you guys get the point. We played a good 30 minutes of this. Gotta say, though, Rad Rodgers, Radical Edition, pretty fun. Look at that, 36% now already. Oh, you know, one thing I forgot to mention, though, before we go here is that when you download Rad Rodgers on Steam, if you choose to go with the Steam version, it downloads two versions of the game. One is Radical Edition and one is called Rad Rodgers World 1. Basically, from what I understand, the difference is World 1 is the original version of the game before they went through and updated a bunch of different stuff in the game. Like, I guess they have two different versions, basically, of the game that you can play. So if you want to see what the game originally was, when they first released it, you can, and then I'm not sure what the exact change was. I think they added a two-player mode to this, which you can play in here as well if you want to play two-player mode. They added a bunch of other stuff to it as well, some bells and whistles here and there, but they rebranded it as the Radical Edition, so just keep that in mind. You have your choice of which one you want to play, basically. But guys, I want to thank you for watching. Rad Rodgers, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's a good little platformer, and definitely worth your time if you're looking for a new one. But yeah, guys, I want to say thank you for watching, and of course, I'll see you all in the next Quicksave review. See you then.